Hi all, this is a video to help you as you learn how to navigate to and around the MyLabs Plus site for our Math 09X course. When you are in your My Heartland tab, you want to find the MyLabs Plus tab, and underneath there is a secondary MyLabs Plus button. You want to click on that, and that will open you up to the actual MyLabs Plus. Now you're probably only going to have one tile in here for the fall semester, and it will say either my name 94 or my name 102. I have two sections this semester and you're in one of those. So you will click on that tile, and when you click on that, I'm in the 94 section tile right now. The 102 is exactly the same. It will take you to the landing page, which is the announcements page. Now our Math 09X, the director of our program, Lori, she updates and puts announcements in each week. So you will see that there are some welcome announcements. There's an announcement there already giving you some information about what to do when you first log in, and asking you if you need some help and reminding you to check your email. And she updates new announcements every week in there, so always check those out. After that is the Start Here tab. You should start there. I've got some welcome videos in there going through what would be if we were in class together, what would be the PowerPoint we would go over on day one. And then this navigation video is going to be included in there as well. A few other getting started things, some information here. I'm not going to read through all of this. That's for you to do. I'm just trying to show you where everything is. So go through all of this beginning information, and then it says once you've done that, look at the getting help page. So follow those directions. I'm going to just kind of move my way down here, letting you know what all these tabs are. After that is a schedules tab. So this is how you can work virtually with a facilitator using Zoom. In one of these sessions, a facilitator can help you with math questions. They can grade your notebooks, and they can review tests and progress checks with you if you need some help. Maybe you didn't pass a test and you would like to go over it with someone kind of live and have them look at the problems you missed with you and show you the correct way to do those and give you tips. They will do that as well. So the days and times available this fall, we've got Sunday evenings, we've got Monday, midday, Tuesday, kind of a midday. We've got midday kind of times here. Thursday, we have a couple different hours, and we have Friday hours. Now, these are the preset times where there will be a facilitator just sitting there waiting to Zoom with you during any of those times. However, if none of those times work for you, you can make an appointment that does work for you. So if these times work, if you want to log in during these times, don't make an appointment. I'm going to show you how you can just click on their name and just log in. Only if you need an alternate time should you fill out this appointment under here. And again, if you're going to fill out an appointment, please do it a day or so ahead of time, because someone has to actually receive that request. They have to find a facilitator who can do that hour and set it all up. So don't fill out a request and think that they're going to have somebody for you in half an hour. It's probably not going to happen. But if you can plan ahead for like the next day, they'll get somebody for you. Now, let's see. Next is getting help. So if one really good resource is the Math Success Center page. So if you actually go to the Math Success Center page, there's lots of information here. This is just on the website. And here's where that facilitator schedule is. It's the first thing here. It says drop-in facilitator schedule. Now here it is. It's ready to go. Great. It was still the summer schedule. Whoops, it was still the summer schedule earlier today, so it's actually ready to go now. Good, we're good to go for Monday. So let's say it's Sunday. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I keep messing up my scrolling. If it is Sunday, between 4 and 7 p.m. and you need some help, all you have to do is click on Kyle's name and it will take you to his Zoom room. Of course, it's not open right now because that's not what day it is, but he will be there for those times. So if it's in any one of these predetermined time frames, you just click on that and it'll take you right to him. Here's some testing, more information about how the tests will work, about the 2 tests that are proctored and kind of the rules about that, and how you can schedule time to do that. You can schedule time during any of these Zoom hours, or there will also be some times where if you are okay with it, if you want to, you can actually go to on campus to the MSC and they will have that room open these hours during the week for you to drop in and take tests. It will be very socially distanced and, it's a very, very big room. They can spread you out very far from each other and do testing in a safe way in that way. So when you want to do that, regardless of whether you want to do it via Zoom or do it on campus, you need to go to that appointments tab and set it up. I'm going to go on to the gradebook. There's not going to be anything there initially, but once you start doing assignments and they start piling up, all of your completed assignments will start showing here with what scores you got on them. There's where you will want to go check your test scores after I have emailed you and let you know whether you can move on or not. That's where that will all show up. Syllabi and documents is a really important area. Here you can find that first day PowerPoint that I went over. You also will find your syllabus. There's one for each level, 91, 92, or 94. So find your correct one and you need to read through that. There's a lot of information in there. You also need to read through this course policies document. Lots of important information there. The PACE document, what that does is it lets you know exactly where you need to be every week in order to pass the class on time. So again, we say this class is self-paced, which means you can get behind or you can work ahead, but we do lay out for you where you should be every single Sunday in order to finish your appropriate level on time. Now, if you get behind that one week, nothing awful happens, but what you'd want to do is put in some extra time the next week to get caught back up. I absolutely recommend that you print this page out and stick it near your workspace so that you always know what your upcoming goals are. Other things under here are there's some important dates, and then there's the grids for long division, the grids, the multiplication table, and the number line. Those few things that you can use on any test are all down here as well. The reason why you want to, and again, you might want to print these too if you have access to a printer, or you at least want to have them maybe open in a tab or minimized. Have your syllabus and your course policies document available to you after you've read those, because the very first assignment you have to do in the course is called the course policy assignment. You will go under here, click on the course policy assignment, and I believe there are 20 or so questions over the course policies. So having those documents ready to refer to will be helpful. You need a 100% on that in order for your assignments, any of your other assignments to open. So that's going to be your first priority. Once you do that, the next thing I recommend you doing is the week 1 attendance assignment. Every week you have a prompt you need to reply to, and it's under this tab right here. Don't wait until Sunday nights to do those because you will forget to do those. Do those first thing during the week, because usually the question for the week is something that's important for you to know for that week. During midterm week, you're going to have a midterm question. During the first week, it's probably about attendance. So I would go ahead and do that next, submit that. And again, I have to read those and grade those, and I'll let you know when that's graded. Underneath that is the study plan tab. Under the study plan, it's just questions. It's extra questions that you can refer to. If you do not pass a test and I give you practice problems to do, this is where you'll go to do those. So they're not graded, they're just problems to work on for studying and for practice. So anytime if and when, it'll probably happen at some point in the semester, I'll give you some study problems to do. This is where I'm meaning for you to go. After that, you can go into your appropriate course and begin. So you will start at module 1, 7, or 13, depending on what level you're in. The first thing that's going to be there is a optional pretest. You can practice for it twice. And then if you decide that you're going to take it, you take it right here. Again, you will submit that. I will have to grade it for you. And if you get a 70% or better, what happens is you get to skip all of this stuff and move directly to the Module 2 tab. Now, if you don't take the pretest or you don't pass it, then what you're going to do is you're going to begin working through these assignments by printing off your guided notes. This tab right here will open up the book to help you fill in those guided notes. Once your notes are filled in, you will do your homework assignment, and then you will move to the next tab. Repeat. You will fill in your notes, do your homework, move to the next tab. Fill in your notes, do your homework, move to the next tab, and the next tab happens to be a progress check. Again, this will be a quiz over all of the prior work. Once you pass that at an 80%, you move on to the next progress check, and the next assignments, and the next progress check until you get to the test. Once you get to the test, it will remind you that you have to get your notebook graded. There is a practice test that you can take to make sure you're ready. And then once you're ready, you'll come down and take the actual test. Remember that only 2 exams in each course are proctored. For 091, it's 4 and 6. So under those, there will be special instructions about how to have it proctored. I'm going to again leave this for you to read as you get there. 092 and 094 look exactly the same, just with their particular modules under there as well. So it all works the same way. And then I think there's two final tabs down here that you have access to. One is just an alternate way to access your e-text. So if you go via the links inside these tabs, they take you to those specific sections. If you enter it from down here, it kind of just takes you to the general book and you have to go through and find your appropriate section. And as you're working through the e-text, there are extra questions in there to do. You don't have to do questions out of the e-text. We made the homework assignments that we want you to do. But if you so choose, if you want to do questions out of the e-text just for your own benefit, there are some selected answers to those. But really, this bottom one you probably aren't going to use very much. Okay, hopefully that will help you as you get started navigating through everything. And definitely send me questions if you have them.